Blessed my peeps. Welcome back. You see me? So peeps, today we have a few things to talk about. Especially some things that I have noticed since the passing of Hurricane Melissa. But before we go into it, people, we must take a minute to acknowledge the passing of reggae superstar Jimmy Cliff. You know what I mean, people? Jimmy Cliff is one that had put in some great work for our musical culture over the years. I personally do not believe that he was given the recognition that he is to be given, and I have always been saying that, but that is just my opinion, you know what I mean, based on the great works that I have seen Jimmy Cliff performed. So Jimmy Cliff is an entertainer from Jamaica, from in our community named Banton, down in a St. James, you know what I mean, a rural area. But you know, him end up Kingston as a young youth, and him end up getting a little break in the music. You know, he is also the person behind Bob Marley getting his break, because he was the one who brought Bob Marley to record his first song. You know, so Jimmy Cliff are the bigger artist. Jimmy Cliff is also the artist who introduced Bob Marley to Chris Blackwell. You know, Chris Blackwell is the one who actually run with Bob Marley's career. You know what I mean, people? So Jimmy Cliff needs to be credited for what he has done. You know what I mean? Bob Marley was done crowned king of reggae music. Well, fine. You know what I mean? Bob did some great work also. But you have to remember, Jimmy Cliff did things that Bob Marley never did. But Jimmy Cliff starred in one of the best action movie, you know what I mean? One of the best movie from Jamaica of all time. You know what I mean? And I don't believe they will ever create a movie better than the other they come. You know, Bob Marley never starred in a movie. After Bob Marley passed away, them find a character to play Bob Marley from overseas. You know what I mean? Somebody to play the role of Bob Marley. Well, personally, I don't really fancy that movie about Bob Marley much. You know what I mean? Would I like to know that Bob Marley himself did end up film that movie back in his days when he was up and running, and you know, he did it because he wanted to do it the way that he wanted it to be done. This was done based on what his relatives thought, you know what I mean, was the right way, you know what I mean? So it's like it's not real. It's a fiction thing, you know what I mean? But as I say, Jimmy Cliff put out that type of work there, you know what I mean, people? Yeah, man. Harder they come, big song, you know what I mean? Jimmy Cliff sing some big song, and we need to acknowledge the great work that Jimmy Cliff did, you know what I mean? Separated apart from Millie Small, because a lot of persons don't even know that Millie Small is actually the first big international entertainer from Jamaica. Many lovers of dancehall, reggae music, and the genre don't even know that, people. You get me? So many persons just don't know. Millie Small, with that song when she sing about Lollipop, that was the first big international song from out of the Caribbean. She are the first artist from Jamaica, from a little place in a Clarendon. She are the one that put Jamaica out there as that. You know what I mean? She are the first one. And she never really make nothing of music neither. Even though she is so big and popular, she never really make nothing of music. She died a poor person, basically. You see what I say, people? Because at one point she realized there was nothing more to achieve. She tried, you know what I mean? She tried, you know what I mean? She been hurt, she been, you know what I mean? A whole heap of things Millie Small go through. But I say, people, when you check the ratio, we can't overlook the greatness of many entertainers out there from Jamaica. You have artists like even Gregory Isaac and them man. Them man over the years put in some great works. You see, as the people, whole heap of great work them man they put in. It's like you can't go around Gregory Isaac at all. No time, no place, nowhere. So a lot of entertainers from Jamaica did it. So it should be kings of errors. You know what I mean? Because if you say a king, then we put the other man them. Where them get? Dennis Brown is a prince, Bob Marley is a king. Fine. Where do we put Jimmy Cliff? As the emperor? I don't know. But you know, may his soul rest in peace. You know, I'm seeing people. And if we're talking about a real foundation, you know, remember, you know, Prince Buster them and them artists there. You know what I mean? Toots and the Meters. Are them are the first entertainers, them are the first people who actually record music in Jamaica. And the only reason why even Prince Buster them, well, that were actually sound men, sound system owners, start to record music until I'm coxing them get involved in that thing, you know, people. You see me? The reason why Chris Buster them start to record music is because them if buy some music and they never get the opportunity to buy it. They never get to buy it, so they decide to have to sing them own song. That's what the thing going on. So a lot of persons need to study the music, and that is why I think the music is like all over the place, not going in a particular direction, because even most of the entertainers out there now, them don't take the time out to try to understand music and try to know the history, where it is coming from, to where it's at now, so that they can make the comparison and they can see what those entertainers back then did wrong, you know what I mean, and not make the same mistake, or they can see what those entertainers did right and they can also copy the right, you know what I mean, people, because history is there to show. You see me? But anyways, RIP Jimmy Cliff, you know what I mean, Jamaica and the reggae and the whole entertainment industry has lost a great player. So as we say, people, recently I've been noticing a few things, you know, and one of the things that stand out to me is the fact that since the passing of Hurricane Melissa, which devastated most of Jamaica, you know, a lot of persons came to the aid of Jamaicans that are actually in need, which is so good to see, you know what I mean? It's heartwarming to see, and separate and apart from that, it just shows that Jamaicans are persons that can unite, you know what I mean? People can come together for the betterment of the country and for the betterment of each other. But, you know, especially the entertainers, you know, a lot of entertainers came forward and them give a whole heap of things, which is more than commendable, you know what I mean? There are also entertainers and other persons who give away things that don't highlight it, you know what I mean? I give away a little thing, I don't need to highlight it, you understand me? I say, because personally for me, if I'm giving some things just because I want to do it, and it's not because I am trying to gain clout from it. Not saying that the persons who are giving and are gaining clout, they are doing something wrong. That's just me as a person. You know what I mean? I don't believe in doing that, because I have always been giving back whenever I can. Not because I have a lot, and not because I have more than anybody. It's because I know what it feels like to have nothing at all. You get me as a people? So we understand. But there are some persons who are giving, and they are giving genuinely from them heart. You know what I mean? Some people who really believe in what they are doing, and they are doing it because they actually care for the people. Whilst you have some persons who are doing it for tax write-off, see me? Because if you donate some things, you know what I mean, to people, and it can be proven that you donate things, you know what I mean, it's an expense to you, so you know, it's a tax write-off that same way. So a lot of persons gain that. And nothing is wrong with that, because the money will go back to the government anyway. Nothing is wrong with you giving out something to the people. Personally, I love and appreciate everyone who me see. I see a lot of persons coming out the area, especially the Trelawney area and so on, you know what I mean, St. Elizabeth, you know, Westmoreland, people going and them help build back house. I mean, it's good to see people coming together for this cause, you know what I mean. But I saw a video posted by reggae / dancehall entertainer Buju Banton, where he was actually hitting out against the government, saying that he sent some stuff to Jamaica, and the stuff that he sent was basically looted and waft. And come out and make a whole rant, him show a barrel or some things missing out, and so on and so forth. And it makes you wonder, as a person who have shipped barrel before and went to the wharf to get the barrel cleared, you know what I mean? The procedure that you go through, and the fact that you have to see what is actually there, you know, you have to actually empty the barrel to check it, and so on and so forth. It makes you wonder how the barrel will leave the wharf and so much things come out of it. Because remember, you know, when you go to check it, you know, you'll see what in it. You see me? So when you go to check it and you see what in the barrel, I mean, you say something wrong there, so. So that the barrel is supposed to come to you none at all, because if something wrong, you're not going to take it. So you say, well, no, I'm not going to work with this. But Buju Banton put up a video with a barrel where was basically, looked like it was looted. And then, you know, the transport minister come out, Darrell Vaz, and him rebut everything what Buju Banton say, you know what I mean, and him bash Buju Banton. And Buju Banton end up having to delete the video from off of the internet. You see, people have to be careful at them time, because some of the times, the persons who you have in charge of things for you can be dishonest also. So they could have gotten this stuff from off the wharf in good standing. And when it reach a point, them take out what them to take out of it and decide say them are gonna give you a story. That's you can't do trust people. Them will give you a story of things missing a wharf and so on and so forth. You quarrel about it or done. You quarrel about it and it got done. But if you notice, Daryl Vaz come out and he must show videos, you know what I mean? He must show documents. For say everything was intact. Buju Banton end up to swallow him spit and take down the video off of the internet when they post because people start to bash him now. And I am not saying because Buju Banton. I want to understand what Banton mean. Banton mean general, you know. Banton mean general. So when a man say you Banton, it means you're general, you know. So Buju name is a general name, you know. You see me? Buju Banton. So once a man named Banton, you know, when a man Banton him, it means saying craft him. So when a man named Banton, him friend them give him a name that however him come by the name, it must be that him has some craft man, you know. If have a name from at the beginning, you know. So I not say a craft much of a craft the thing, but at the end of the day, you have to do your due diligence. You have to check on where you need to check on before you come out and make accusations, because baseless accusations will always make other people look bad, especially when you come out to the whole world, because everybody else send things, plane load of things come, helicopter load of things come, whole heap of barrel come and nothing else am missing. Why are just your thing missing? Think about it, you know. Sometimes we have to think before we talk, we have to think before we put things out there in the media. You know what I mean? I really appreciate the fact that so many persons from overseas and all over come to the aid of Jamaica. We're a small island, we're basically a hub. You know, from Jamaica you can go anywhere in the world. Jamaica is out of many one people. Almost everybody have one family in Jamaica. People from all walks of life live in Jamaica. People from every country that Jamaica live. You understand me? I say? But as it stands, people, all of those who are giving and giving genuinely, yeah man, big up on yourself. If you're giving for clout, nothing wrong with that as long as you are giving. You get me? I say, if you have to give a record, fine. That is just what you are doing. Because at the end of the day, some persons, or them able to be giving in the first place is the fact that they are earning from their streams. You know what I mean? Money they make off of the internet. So nothing wrong if them record when them give back same way. And them says work done and not recorded is considered work not even done. So really and truly, nothing is wrong with persons recording what they are doing. Whenever you are recording certain things, you know, try to record. Like if people are push and them a fight and them a go, you know, record them things and post it because it don't look good. You know what I mean? We are not that type of country. You know, Jamaicans are proud people. We Jamaicans are bossy people. Jamaicans are not them type of people where I go run down and out and them sit in the butt. Believe me, it is the hurricane devastating. It damaged the hotel sector. You see me? So a lot of persons have no work. One heap of work with some little people that have them have it right now. And as a result of that, them kind of in need of some food and little help. You know what I mean? Once you can help out the people, help them out. But don't try to highlight the bad part. Because you know people and people are always clash. You see me? I say, sometimes it's because of misunderstanding. Because I've seen a lot of it. So some people will clash just because them there's a misunderstanding. Not because them are craving for food. You know, somebody will step on somebody's foot and not say sorry. You know, somebody may pass and brush against somebody, baby, and realize and say sorry. And things like that cause little argument. Them little things, you know, we don't need to highlight them things there to paint a bad picture for the country. You see me? Because at the end of the day, we Jamaicans are proud people and we are not like that. Anyways, peeps, those are my little views for now on that topic. You can leave your views in the comments, as also you can like, subscribe, and share. Peace.
I live, I want them Luman life, the up here I live. But this girl a ranky. One little nasty crowbait girl come talk about the barrel them now on the marking. Right? Them come on a cargo plane done said. Right? And no thieving brother and thieving family over the work at the fucking airport. We don't understand. So when things are do things on them hard, you think up. What do you think up here though? You think it's a very long life we up here live? I want them Luman life the up here live. We're working hard and we're trying to do things to the country and don't let the cargo come. Right? First and foremost, take forever to give with the cargo. Right? And when the cargo come out and we start looking to the cargo, Starlink missing, stove missing, all kind of ras bumble, ras clotting, blood clot missing, and the barrel them half empty. See, nothing never happened to Kingston. There's no reason for nobody at Kingston for your teeth, nothing from the people of Jamaica. You understand me? But I saw on the stay, have a dirty, crowbait, reptobate, blood clot mentality, to break my fucking heart. You understand me? I should have come in and come go to some scandal back because of that on the blood clot deserve. You know? You see it? Right? We don't look no clout and we know that the people in the dire straits. So we have a thief and poor people and thief and people who go through such a hard time. We're not blocking at the barrel. Blocking at the barrel, and so we ask a question. Where is the oversight? Where are the security measures? Because you can't go through the airport and fart. So how somebody leave the airport with so much things, all these things where these packages come tampered with. Right? I think that nice? A whole lot of people up here, so Banton flying, this plane come to Jamaica, come go to things and crash. So Banton make 2 flights, them fly Monday and them fly Tuesday. 2 big rascal cargo plane. All if you know, say, when we open the package, everything tampered, everything, what I do, what do we really deal with? We can't continue, sir. We cannot continue like this. It's painful. Because we're up on the battlefield, I'm on even I'm from man, I run up and down and I meet people left, right and center to secure something for my nation. Right? Oh, if I not secure, it just hurt my feelings, the blood clot. I don't have no idea. I not talk the common people, I talk the thief, the man with the Norman man, the airport.
Let me take time out just to indicate that there was an unfortunate post yesterday by a musician indicating that there were some wrongdoings in relation to the cargo that came for relief. While I welcome all efforts and attempts for persons to help in small, medium and large ways, fact of the matter is that we must have an accountable system. And I want to publicly state today, without fear of contradiction, that I did an overnight investigation, including cameras and including the custom broker who handled the shipment. And I want to make it very clear that the shipment left the airport intact as it came, fully wrapped, and everything that was there left the airport in the custody of the charitable organization. It went to a warehouse in Spanish Town, which the government has no involvement in whatsoever. So as far as what we did in terms of making sure that the goods that were meant for the people, the poor suffering people, were delivered. And I want to thank all of the airport staff that continue to work so tirelessly under the worst strain and pressure to make sure that we manage all of these cargo flights in a smooth and efficient manner. I am the first one to say that it's not perfect because we are now overburdened with more flights than we normally expect. However, we are doing our best, and I'm going to ask for everybody to please just do what you are doing and do so in the best interest of the people of Jamaica, and do not cause mischief or nuisance, because I will be there to defend the government as long as it is on the seaside or the port side. Absolute rubbish was posted, and I say so without fear of contradiction. And anybody who wants, come to me and I will give you the evidence. We will investigate any case and every case because we want transparency and accountability. What we don't want is mischief and nuisance, and that's what was posted last night. God bless Jamaica.